Yo, happy Monday, everybody. Holy bright sun. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. The rest of your Monday is great too, because you are amazing. I can't barely see. I'm driving to work this morning, and the sun's right in my face. That's okay. It's better to have the sun right in your face than not have to be able to see it at all. As I'm driving this morning, I got thinking about, I don't know if this ever happened to you or not. I was growing up and sitting at the dinner table as a kid, and something on the plate that you weren't really fond of. And I know for me, one of the things I wasn't really fond of was liver and lima beans. You might as well ask me to eat a spoonful of turd rather than to eat lima beans or liver. And my palate is not changed in that regard to this day. Both are disgusting. And but I remember sitting at the table, and one of the things at our house is you should really eat what you have on your plate, you know. And the parents were like, my parents like, Joshua, there are kids starving in Africa. And when I was like, 8, 10, my response was, here, give me an envelope and I'll mail it to them, because I'm not eating this. But the truth of the matter is there were kids starving in Africa and a lot of other places, and all around America, kids go hungry. And my point is, I couldn't connect to that truth as an 8, 10-year-old, or a lot of times even as an adult, because it's so far outside of my experience. I didn't have there was no connector point that me sitting at the table in my house in Scotia, not wanting to suffer through liver or lima beans, there was no connector to the fact that folks in other part of the world were starving. The thing that was pressing on me at the time was the difficulty that I was personally going through, and I didn't have any connector for that. And I was talking to my friend Joe yesterday, and we were talking about different things in life that were tough, and that it's tough growing up, now for kids. The kids that are in college, all the different things that are going on in the world, and kids that are in elementary school, and it's just tough right now growing up in the world, and I was thinking in this country, and then we were like, well, it's not as tough as growing up in Iraq or Afghanistan. And it immediately brought me back, which is true. The kids here in our country do not have it as tough as the kids who are in Iraq or Afghanistan or any country like that. It's difficult there. But one of the things that we got talking about is that our kids there's no frame of reference for them to compare the difficulty that they're personally going through. Even if we can see it and understand it, we've not experienced it. So there's no frame of reference for us to compare the children, to compare the difficulty that they're going through in a given day to somebody in Iraq or Afghanistan or somebody anywhere else that has it much tougher than them. And so our comparison a lot of times is ridiculous and ineffective, because there's no way for them to really connect to that fact that, there's children starving in Africa, or the kids in Afghanistan this morning were dodging bullets while you were, mad about what color sneakers you were going to wear this morning. And I think so many times as we go through life, we have these comparisons that we make, especially when someone tells us their troubles. A lot of times our response is to tell them somebody that's got it way worse than them. And I think that's unhelpful and ineffective, because the reality is that their toughest thing is their toughest thing. And they have no connector point to somebody else's tougher thing. And so I want to encourage you, as you go today and someone's telling you their woes, just be reminded that person's toughest thing is their toughest thing, and there is not anything tougher in the world beyond what they're going through at that time, because that's the thing that they're connected to. So just have some empathy, just hear them, offer some suggestions if you have them, but sometimes just letting them tell you where they're at and what they're struggling with is enough. And remember that their toughest thing is their toughest thing, and it's tough to them. So I hope that helps you. I hope that encourages you. Get out there today, folks. Gain yards in all you do, and please take care of that mindset, because it matters. I love you. Peace.